KS 107.5 presents Rosa's Risky Rotation.
KS 107.5, it's Rosa. We are back. Another episode. Rosas Risky Rotation with Mr.
Thompson.
Thompson
What's
in
up?
his biz.
Hey, thank you for
What's
having
good?
me. Thank
This
you
is
for
your
having me.
third time in Denver.
Third time in Denver. Yes.
We just had about a 20-minute conversation about weed.
Yep, we did.
And
That's
how much?
usually how conversations with me
Really?
go. With me, at least, yeah.
Are you an everyday smoker?
Yeah.
Really? Wake up and bake every day?
Yeah.
Functionable?
Yeah, that depends on what that
Okay,
means.
we're not doing shit.
Depending on how you define it. But I mean, I get what I need to do done for sure.
Functionable high, as in you could go to the gym and be high.
I'm not going to the gym at
Ever
all
in
regularly.
General, whether you're smoking or not. My
I do
apologies.
everything else though. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah, no, for sure. I don't know. At some point, it's just like that starts to feel regular, but then, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You think we were talking weed in the West Coast is way better than the weed in the East Coast?
Yeah, I mean, it's all getting shipped out from Cali at the end of the day, but I definitely have a lot more memories with weed on the West Coast than I do on the East Coast. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, West Coast weed is a little bit better.
Well, you guys going to the dispensaries out here? Is that where you guys have been?
Yeah, I haven't gone yet. Like, we had some things to do today. We had to do this. But you know what I'm saying?
This
but
should be on the top of your priority,
that's what
my
I'm saying.
G.
That's what I'm saying. But, I mean, I brought some from Seattle, though, so I've been
Oh,
sick,
okay, that's what I was going to
so
say.
I've
You
been
probably
sick.
have
But
a stack.
we just ran out last night, so today, that's the mission for today.
Yeah, it'll be, definitely. Monday, new ship. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I already know.
Okay, so you just dropped your EP, Runaways.
Runaways, yeah, 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
3 days, something like
And
that.
you performed in Denver already. Did you
Last
perform?
night.
Yeah, last night.
Last
Did you
night, the
perform the
Bluebird.
music?
Yeah, we performed the new EP, at least 3 songs off of it. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's fun. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, especially in Denver. We get hella love in Denver. The kids here are really cool.
My favorite song off the EP so far. I mean, I feel like every time you listen to the music, it changes every week. But Hold Me Down.
Hey,
And
thank
Father
you.
Forgive Me.
Thank you.
So
thank you.
your rapping style is sometimes you be storytelling, sometimes you be going on. I don't understand. Like if you put yourself in a category, which you don't have to, what would it be? Like a storyteller rapper or
Yeah, I think I like to incorporate like narrative and like story into everything I do, but also we like to incorporate melody too, so like it's a vibe, but at the same time like you're not like missing any substance or I don't know, you know what I mean?
Right. Like, so
Yeah.
for example, Father Forgive Me is like a whole story in a way.
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. The story behind Father Forgive Me is like, all right, the idea is like I'm going to heaven and I'm gonna write my wrongs down, and then I literally just talk about all this like dumb shit I've done.
Right. That was
Yeah,
basically
yeah.
it. Like if your mom heard it, be like, oh, sorry.
You know what I'm saying? I know, definitely. She's definitely learned a lot about me through music.
How did you even start rapping? Because what, your parents work in like what, restaurant?
Yeah, so my parents were, my dad's a baker and my mom is like a saleswoman at this like company. But I used to write poetry. So like, I mean, I was writing like over like Lil Wayne beats when I was like 11, 12 years old. But I was like, oh, I'm not trying to rap. Like my friends aren't trying to hear me rap. I'm not cool enough.
Right.
So I was writing poetry. So I was doing like spoken word poetry, like open mics, poetry slams like around Seattle and like within this program called You Speaks. And then eventually when I was 17, I was just like, oh, I'm gonna stop lying to myself. Like my manager used to like be super heavy on the rapping, so I would just like kick it with him and like he'd go to take me to the studio and like that's how it started.
Oh, yeah. Because I was like, I have no idea. Seattle isn't like it has a great music scene, but
Yeah.
other than what Macklemore and
We got some people out here killing it. Like I mean, like there's Mac, there's Lil Mosey, there's people like Dave B, Raz Simone. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? There's people like doing their thing. For
that's
sure.
crazy.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
this
yeah.
is called Rosa's Risky Rotation, so please take the first spin.
Please. Oh, I'm about to spin this right here.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, careful, don't go crazy. But
Okay.
yeah. Hey, bow, 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 bow. Yeah, what do you think? This is
Boom.
decoration? I'm just kidding.
I got you. I just didn't know. Oh, there's things behind it.
Yes.
Whoa,
What do you
okay,
think? We're
bet.
just in here for fun?
I don't know. I mean, yes, literally, I am just here for fun.
So, no. I'm saying, basically
No,
saying.
I got you.
Okay, so, sorry. You got a lisp.
I do have a lisp.
A lisp.
Oh, that's
I
funny.
wanna know-
That was on that card.
Yeah.
this motherfucker got a lisp.
I
No.
heard the list. I want to know your craziest or like funniest list story of like someone in the industry finding out you have one, some it coming out of your music or what?
Lisp.
Because you would have.
Well, I mean, honestly, like, yeah, I didn't know my lisp was as bad until I put out music.
What
You
do
know
you
what I'm
mean?
saying? Like
your
I
squad
knew I
didn't
had a
let you
lisp
know?
exactly. I knew I had a lisp as a kid because people would like make fun of it. And then as I got older, no one really said anything. And then eventually, like, I started putting out music, and then the comments started coming. It was like, this guy has a lisp, but it's dope. This guy has a lisp, but it's dope. And then I literally remember looking at my friends and be like, yo, is my list bad? And they're just like, I thought you knew about it.
That's like
you know what I'm
living.
saying? Like,
It's
I
like
thought
living
you
your
knew.
whole life with like a piece of broccoli and nobody.
That's what I'm
lets you
saying.
know.
I really thought I like got past it, but apparently I haven't.
That's
at all.
hilarious.
But it's cool. I mean, people like it, I guess.
Yeah, the
It's
list was
working.
like list, gap tooth is in. The
Yeah,
whole thing is
you know
in
what I'm
right now.
saying? Like, yeah. There's definitely words I can't say, like, even now that I'll keep out of the vocabulary just because I know it'll
What
sound
are they? Give me one.
funny.
Give me
No,
one.
no,
Sausage.
No, definitely not sausage.
Says. Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, no, okay, it's
not-
over. It's over. I gave you that one.
Just got signed to Epic Records.
I
right?
did in November.
How did that come about?
Man, so I put out that album called You Good in May of last year, and we went to New York and LA and that was the first album that like got, because we had gotten a few little label things, but when you're like, I didn't even want to talk to anybody until I had my own like
Right.
fan base and
Your own
leverage.
thing going,
you know what I'm
then they
saying?
would take way
Exactly.
more. Yeah.
So when we were out in New York and LA, we were taking meetings during the press run for the You Good stuff, and it was cool. People just wanted to like kind of vibe out and just like feel things out and da 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 da. And then I pulled up at Epic, and it was just like, hey, we see what you're doing. Like, we don't want to change nothing about it. Let's just get to it. And I was just like, okay, bet. Let's link up and make this happen. So yeah, that's kind of how.
So you seem like you keep everything in house in Girl. Why
Yes,
is that? Take
man.
like producers in house, this in house.
Yeah,
everything.
I feel like if you have a formula that's working, kind of why muck up the works? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a reason people like me. I think there's a reason, like, we're super transparent and real, and why not keep like the process as transparent and real?
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
yeah. And also, I don't know. I'm super on some comfort like stuff when it comes
Still
to
make all your
music.
music in Seattle,
Like
or-
I like to make music in Seattle. Like we've done like the big studio stuff in LA and like all that kind of stuff. And it's cool to have like a girl come bring food and you can smoke in the studio and like it's cool, but I don't know, I like to be with my friends and like kick it in my hometown.
I agree, because then it brings back that like nostalgia. And
You know what I'm
can go
saying?
back-
Like,
yeah,
exactly. And it's the comfort level, you know what I mean? And I get to go home.
I'm
to
like
my
that about
own-
the gym. Like a
Yeah.
different gym, you just feel weird. Like you can't,
it's
you
not
won't be able
home.
to produce what you can
Yeah,
produce.
it's too much to look at, too
Yeah.
much to think about. You
And
know
it's
what I
like
mean?
little shit could piss you off, like the air's too hot, or
You know, exactly. And I don't know. I don't like feeling like I'm on people's clocks. I like to just
I
kick
agree.
it and like be with my homies.
Next
Do I got
spin, my
more? Okay,
friend. It's a fun game.
This is a fun game.
You're signed to Epic Records. What was one of the first things you did with a new check?
Ooh.
What a check?
what's the
What'd you
first
do? What
thing?
you doing with the
Okay,
check?
and we were in LA, and I went and got a pair of off-white ones, the UNC, the blue ones with the and I got this chain. I got
Okay.
this little,
So you
but
didn't go
even then,
crazy.
I didn't go crazy.
Ah.
I didn't, you know what I'm saying? We put money into things that like make us more money. You know what I'm saying? Like we put money into merch. We
Damn.
put money into videos.
I would do
we
some
put
fuck
money.
shit with my check.
No, I already know. Like I mean, I definitely have my fun. Like I was super on some like the same pair of shoes every day kind of thing. I was a shoe collector in high school, so like I'm back on it again.
Oh, top two
Yeah.
faves.
Top two faves
Yeah.
shoes ever.
Yeah.
Just like
Or
models
give me, like-
or Jordans or like what
Give
kind of.
me models, because that's just like too
Okay.
specific.
Well, I just think the Jordan 1 is the best
Always,
shoe of all
yes.
time, in my opinion. It's
Okay.
like, and I don't know, like the Vans Authentic. It's not a shoe collector thing at all, but in terms of like a model of a shoe, like the 1 and the Vans Authentic are like the two best shoes in the world, in my opinion. But I was a big SB collector, like Nike SB shoes, like
I
all
like
the colors.
I'm always no matter what, go with the Air Force.
Air Force Ones.
Air Force
See,
Ones.
I was
because
a
they're
little
thick, they're good. If I step in water, they got me.
facts. No
Yeah.
facts. I was just always a little too big for them. You know what I'm
Really?
saying? Like they just kind of look clunky under my.
They look a little clunky for me. And like sometimes I still get insecure about wearing them places.
I know what you
But that's
mean.
just because like weird people brought them back, and I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not associated with that.
I do remember my parents bought me my first pair of Air Forces when I was like 12. Like I got straight A's, I think, and they got me a pair of Air Forces, and it was life changing for sure.
My dad got me one. It was all white, and I remember I even put like the the little circle thing you put in it so it doesn't
Oh
scuff.
yeah, so you weren't creasing.
Still
them?
have them
Were
in
you
there.
walking all stiff so
Hell
they didn't
yes,
crease?
I was.
Yeah, I
and
already
every night
know.
when I get home, I would wipe them
Yep,
clean
yep.
and put them right back
I
in
get
the
a
closet.
separate toothbrush for all my.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm same shit.
Yes, I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
it.
Already,
Okay,
already.
next
We doing
spin.
more?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
I want the what?
Let's go!
I knew it.
Alrighty, my
I feel like
friend.
it's gonna be extra wild though.
It's not gonna be too crazy. All right, so a lot of people know you from your music, but specifically inside of the music, a good ass freestyle. So my friend, I'm gonna give you a beat, and if you don't like it, we'll give you another beat. But I'm gonna give you a song with a current beat, right? That here it comes.
Okay.
Give you a current beat, and I just want you to spit whatever you feel like spitting.
Okay, I got you. I got a verse in my head. I'll spit. Yeah,
Okay.
easy, let's do it.
You can spit about Colorado. You can spit about whatever you feel like, my friend.
Okay, I got you.
Wiz, can I get a nice little kaboom boom beat?
Okay.
Tell me if you like this beat. It's gonna be a little
Okay.
nice.
You try it. Can I get it to be up?
Turn it up, Wiz, please. More or less. Tell them what you want.
A little bit more. You can try it. My bitch is petty like all my crimes. You ready? Then call my line. Brought an ounce to the levy and got some steady head on the right. From the place out beyond the pine. With a tree good and the weather trash. They Fleetwood with the pedal back. Cause the team good and the level pass. You will be good. We added that. They never pat, they got you. Your friends is not your friends, cause if they was, they would've stopped you. It's the Jude and yo apostle. Bring the Brutus, they get hostile. Stanley Kubrick with division. Sippin' liquor in the Roscoe's like, damn, how the fuck we get here? Used to text little bitties and get a planet a year. And they week and they month, get no love. Now shit weird, cause they slide out in droves when I'm home with sincere. Little apologies, I don't hear none of it. Please don't be calling me permanent son of a bitch. Fuck with it, following, fuck with it, come up with all the style and shit. I'm really done with it. Everyone wondering how the boy did it, but I'm just better. You can't admit it, I'm born with it. Wherever you claim it, this shit and it's going up 11. You know that I'm winning, so what it's gonna be. You love me and hate me, cause lately you changed by the week. Was gonna miss a baby, so now I said lacing the heat. Thank God it was dropped, that shit must have knocked some sense into me. Repent and repeat it, just for the taking, the nothing to eat.
There we go!
Hey, yeah, I did it. Y'all threw me off, but it was
Thompson!
fun. Hey, hell yeah, no,
I was like, I could get a little rap out of this guy.
Hey, no, hell yeah, no,
That's
I'm
what's
always down. No, I
up.
appreciate it, man.
Okay,
hell
so
yeah.
you're on tour right now.
On tour with Bryce Vine right now.
And the tour just started, so all the tour dates will be below. New
Yep.
EP, Runaways, will be below.
Runaway's out now.
Where can everybody find you?
You can find me at Travis X Thompson. So Travis, the letter X, THOMPSON.
Crazy freestyle. Thank you for stopping
no,
by.
thank you for having me.
Yes,
I
good
appreciate
job.
you.
Thank